So hi everyone, we are really pleased to have this event today where we celebrate together the almost like the termination of the Youth Leadership Program, which is a UNDP program. It's a regional program, and we are very pleased and honored to be partners with UNDP Lebanon for the third consecutive year. The Youth Leadership Program is all about empowering the youth, making sure that they are future leaders and giving them skills that they need as change makers in these difficult times, not just in Lebanon, but worldwide as well. YLP for us is a very important program that we work with in Riyada for social innovation, simply because it really resonates with our values and our purpose. The reason why this whole social enterprise started was to empower the youth and show them that they can be change makers and that they have a lot to contribute to their communities and societies. And of course, given that the program highlights and focuses on the SDGs, is exactly what we also love about it, because the Sustainable Development Goals, they are a great framework for us to always think of the most pressing issues that the world is facing and see if we are doing our share of contributing to this global agenda. So I welcome you all here with us. I welcome, of course, all the jury members. We're going to be introducing you shortly. I welcome all our team members, trainers, and mentors that helped us with this program. I also welcome the UNDP Lebanon representation and the YLP Advisory Board members who have been very helpful in this program. Of course, we shouldn't forget to welcome all the participants, the YLP7 participants who have worked hard for the last 3 months in this program and who have made it today to the final pitch at the partner level. I just want to remind everyone that all the winners of today, they will be able to pitch on the national level. And if they make it also in that level of pitching, they will be representing the Lebanon in terms of YLP on the regional level. So best of luck, everyone. And we are really counting on you to do the best that you can today. We have 20 teams who have reached this level. So again, congratulations to all of you. Of course, the number of teams was higher at first. And it is like not a secret to anyone that the situation that Lebanon is passing through nowadays is a very difficult one. So unfortunately, we had a lot of participants and a lot of teams that were dropping out as the time was passing. And unfortunately, several of them also decided to drop out only a few days before the pitch because they felt they weren't ready, or they didn't really have an idea or a project that they are satisfied with. Of course, we try to convince them otherwise, and it only takes you to try, that you don't have to be perfect, but we completely understand also their stance. And again, we salute the 20 teams who made it today. And this is really good to see. So as I mentioned, we're having 20 teams, but we started off with more than 150 people who most of them have already gained a lot of training and a lot of skills through the sessions that they gained, whether as training or as mentorship. We had 7 mentors and trainers with us on board for this year. And the total number of sessions that the teams have gained is over 30 for every team. And this ranges between training sessions and one-on-one mentorship sessions on different topics such as financials, pitching, and of course, management and entrepreneurship more generally. Now, I want to emphasize one more time the importance of the Sustainable Development Goals. And I know like some of the jury members are coming from this like social background, but others are coming from a more of an entrepreneurial background or a more of technological background. And I want to emphasize the importance of having all the teams here today with us who are pitching to emphasize how they are using the Sustainable Development Goals. This doesn't need to be very literal, like I don't have in the pitch to say I'm targeting SDG number 4, let's say, but it should be clear throughout the presentation or the pitch. So again, if anyone of the jury members is not very familiar with the Sustainable Development Goals, they are the UN 2030 agenda. They comprise of 17 goals, and I'm going to go through them very quickly. The first one intends to remove poverty from the world. As you can imagine, poverty is a huge problem. So under that goal goes many different sub problems or sub goals, let's call them. Another one is about zero hunger, combating world hunger, which is also related to poverty. The third one is good health and well-being. And here we also mean general well-being. Could be mental health, it could be fitness, physical health and food health. So many things, of course, come into play in SDG number 3. Quality education number 4, which we believe as Riyada for Social Innovation are very heavily involved in, is creating, again, a higher level of education for the youth, making sure that they are ready for 21st century, they are ready for jobs of tomorrow, etc. So again, what part of it is ICT, for example, education, and so on. Gender equality, of course, is the equality between different genders and having equal opportunities. Number 6, clean water and sanitation. Of course, this is clear, especially in refugee communities or in unorganized, areas. They always have a lack of proper infrastructure. So this could be one thing that youth can focus on. Affordable and clean energy, of course, in Lebanon, we have a huge electricity problem, and you're going to see some teams who decided to focus on that. Decent work and economic growth. It's also linked to poverty, education, and of course, the economy more generally, how we can make sure that people have decent employment opportunities and help the economy as well. Number 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. How are we leveraging, innovation, helping the industrial sectors, and really improving infrastructures in our countries to have advancement in overall. 10, reduced inequalities. So we talk about inequalities more generally. Let's imagine, for example, people with disabilities. Here is where we talk about youth, the age. So it's not just about gender, it's inclusion more generally, and removing any biases or discrimination regardless of race, sex, religion, age, color, etc. Sustainable cities and communities. Of course, this is very important nowadays. With technology, we can also enhance the sustainabilities of cities and communities. Number 12, responsible consumption and production. This can range between different sectors. Of course, one of the most renowned examples is recycling, and how we can make sure that we have a circular economy. Climate action, number 13. Now we had the COP26, and everyone's talking about climate change and what will happen if the earth keeps warming up, and how not just animals but human beings will start losing their habitats in the near future if this doesn't get reversed. Number 14, life below water. And this is one of the things that we don't see as human beings, but still this is contributing to the climate change. This is also contributing to the pollution of our own food, our own health, and our own communities and infrastructures, really. So it's very important. 15 is life on land, the ecosystem, the habitats of all living beings, including plants, animals, etc. 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions is where we really talk about peace building, talk about governance, about role of public institutions, etc. And finally, partnerships for the goals, which is really the goal that sums it all up in a very nice way. So this is like the SDGs 101 for those who are not very familiar. Now I'm going to move to talk more about the judges who have very kindly contributed their time to be with us today. So Mr. Ahmed Al-Amin is going to be in the first breakout room. And he is the co-founder and the CEO of Tech Genies. Prior to joining TechGenies, he spent 7 years at Research Now, where his last role was the head of the operations team for the Growth Channels business unit. Welcome, Mr. Ahmed Al-Amin. Tanya Ayub, we're very happy to have you with us as well. Tanya is a consultant at Beyond Group, and she brings more than 10 years of experience as a consultant, researcher, and trainer in the fields of organizational development, change management, and policy research, working with public institutions and international organizations. Very happy to have you, Tanya. And the third judge in this first breakout room is Marwan Khouri. Marwan is also the Chief Technological Officer of Riyada and Shabab Lab, which is the scalable arm and the e-learning platform of Riyada. And he has more than 12 years of experience in working with leading ICT clients in the Middle East, Africa, and Europe region, offering high-class deliverables in business development and consulting. So welcome all. You're going to be in breakout room 1, and I'm going to be moderating that room. Also, for the second breakout room, we have Ms. Haifa Najjar. She's Alfanar's Lebanon portfolio manager, and she has 13 years experience in CRM, customer service, market research, digital communication, CSR, and sustainability, as well as project management. Very happy to have you, Haifa, with us. Also, we have Waddah Malab. Waddah is a biotech entrepreneur and the founder of startup D-Lock Biosystems. Waddah holds a BE and an ME in mechanical engineering with minors in biomedical engineering and math from the American University of Beirut. Welcome, Waddah. And the third judge in this room is Mr. Fadi Nafah. Fadi works across multiple fields internationally in developing entrepreneurship and innovation ecosystems. He is a business consultant and mentor with many organizations across Europe, Africa, Middle East, and India. Again, welcome. We know that all of your expertise will bring a lot of value today to all of the teams. And this is a reminder for all of the teams that you are here, guys, to hear the feedback of the judges, not just to win, but to really understand their major points of concern. And this is why we ask you to take all of their feedback constructively and positively. So every single point of feedback is helpful for you so that you can improve your idea, pitch later, and hopefully do more. So this is the importance of pitching and the importance of bringing expert judges in such competitions. For this breakout room, we will have Rawad Malaib, who has been the project manager of the Youth Leadership Program at the Riyada level, and Yasmin Al-Qaisi, who's also our Business Development Manager at Riyada, and they will be moderating this breakout room. As for the judging criteria, for the startups, so this applies for the second room. You only have one judging sheet. And the first criterion is empathy. So the team should show that they have empathized somehow with their target audience. Again, they don't have to exactly tell you how they did it, but it should show through the pitch that what they're talking about isn't just based on their own assumptions. So this is first. Second, contribution to the SDGs. Again, this doesn't have to be literal, but it should show somehow in the pitch that they are contributing to one or more of the sustainable development goals, which I passed quickly through. The third one is innovation. Again, innovation doesn't always have to be radical, doesn't always have to be something completely new. Innovation simply can mean that we found an interesting market to work with, we found an interesting business model to apply, or a combination of different things, really, where we have something interesting and different than everybody else. So this is what we mean by innovation, inclusion, and equality. The solution that should be presented by the teams shouldn't be biased and shouldn't be like discriminatory against certain groups or genders, let's say. So they should have taken this aspect into consideration while they are preparing their solution and the business plan behind it. Having a prototype, the prototype doesn't have to be a functional prototype or a real prototype. It could simply be like a low resolution prototype, or just something that makes the idea a bit more tangible. So this is for you judges to see that the team isn't stuck at the idea stage, and they have done more than that. Like they are advancing beyond that. And yeah, just as a reminder, some of the teams, they have actually started their ideas exactly with the YLP program, so only 3 months ago, whereas others, they have started their projects earlier than that. So we will be taking this aspect into consideration at the end, because we want to make sure we are fair. Like we want to have some winners who have joined YLP with no idea and came up with their idea in YLP. And of course, some winners from those who had a prior idea and they joined YLP to evolve their idea. The next criterion is business model. So of course, in startups, business model is one of the most important parts that should be taken into consideration. So this is where they talk about like the financial sustainability of the business. How is it gonna be financially sustainable? How are they gonna gain revenues that make sense and that again are not short term or one time, but sustainable? Feasibility and is it implementable? So again, how realistic is it? Is it something that can be done? Scalability, is this something that can grow and scale beyond the original target, let's say? So we have encouraged all our participants and teams to start very small and very specific, because this is how we should always start. But we also encourage them to dream big and have ambition and also have a vision for the long run. So this is really where the scalability stands. And finally, the pitching and the presentation. How well did they do in the pitch itself? For the projects, which we only have 2, and this is pertinent to breakout room number 1. So for breakout room number 1, the jury, you will have 2 kinds of teams to evaluate. 2 teams will fall under this category, and the rest of the teams will fall under the startup category that I just explained its judging criteria. For the project, it's a little bit different, but many parts are similar. We start with empathy, of course, contribution to the SDGs, innovation, inclusion, equality. We focus more on measuring impact to society. So did the team have in mind ways to measure their impact to society? Because this is a pure social project. It might be, a one-time thing or a non-profit organization. So they should have thought of the impact. And the rest are similar to what I've said previously: feasibility, is it implementable, scalability, and finally pitching and presentation. So I want to tell again all our participants today, we are really proud of you guys. Don't be nervous at all. Whatever happens, this is part of learning, gaining experience, and you should be really proud of yourself that you've reached this phase. And again, this is a great opportunity for you to get a good feedback from experts in the field, and make sure you take this very positively and constructively to improve your pitch and your project overall after today. And I'm going to tell all the winners that we will be having another mentorship session, so that you better prepare for the national pitch. So make sure you take this opportunity as well. So that's it for me. I think it's time for us to begin. I hope that Wasim has already prepared the rooms. Track 1 will be entrepreneurship and business, and track 2 will be, okay, so I think I mixed up the judges. So track 1 is entrepreneurship and business, so this is only startups. This is breakout room number 1. Breakout room number 2, you'll have the 2 projects that I mentioned are under the second track, and you'll have the other 8 which are also startups. Okay, I hope you all have opened your judging sheets and are ready to start with the judging. Just about the format of the pitches, we'll have 3 minutes for every team, exactly 3 minutes, and we will be timing, and we will be cutting the teams who need more time. So basically at 3 minutes sharp, guys, don't take this personally or offensively. We will have to cut you. And after that, there will be judges' questions. We ask the judges to keep their question brief. And we ask the teams as well to keep their answers brief so that we can have an opportunity to have more than one judge asking questions. If we didn't have time for the 3 judges to ask a question to the same team in 2 minutes, because this is the time we have for the Q&A, then we will stop. And for the next team, we will start with the judge who didn't ask a question for the previous team. So there will be an order of judges, and the order will continue where it stopped in the last switch. So I hope this is clear for everyone. Is everyone ready to start? All right, so Wasim, are you ready to go into the breakout rooms? Adira, are you ready to share your screen, please?
Yes, yeah.
All right, so just let me prepare my timer. So again, as a reminder, we have 3 minutes for the pitch and 2 minutes for the Q&A. All right, timer will start now.
Okay, I'm gonna announce our project, Adira to be, due to the high demand and the lack of mental health services, free services, and the high suicide cases. About 171 cases recorded in 2020 by Embrace, and the gender inequality. Sorry, okay. The gender inequality and the lack of opportunity, particular for women, and in economic sector and political sector. About the poverty that increased in 2020 also by 40% due to several reasons like lack of job opportunities, economic crisis, COVID, and a lot more. My project is I'm gonna start announcing the platform, our Adira to be our platform that will provide many services such as free therapy sessions by our volunteers, psychologists, free health consultation, active listening 24/7, workshops, and weekly podcasts on different subjects as well. We're gonna, by our expert, we are aiming to reach our target women by doing and referred by a lot of NGOs. We're aiming to partnership with NGOs that work with women influencers that are interested in women empowerment, social media, and ads. We already started our website and we have our Gmail so people can contact us or our partners. Now we are working on our Instagram page and we're working progress for the hotline. So people, if you want to talk, if they're gonna reach our services, they can talk on this number. We are a team of 3. Me, Mariam, I'm a project leader. Noha, the coach, will be, she's a lawyer and she will handle many GBV cases, advisor for law consultation. And Mariam Omeh, she's a facilitator for the project. Now we are at the stage of web development. Next step will be start advertising, and then we're gonna refer to a lot of NGOs and targeting new people, and then become a registered NGO. We'll measure our goals by the number of the requests and the questionnaire that we're gonna be do after each services to take the feedback and the review. وهيك بيصير وراء كل امرأة عظيمة نفسها وليس رجل. Thank you. I think I mentioned all of, yeah, we're gonna use a lot of SDGs, like number 1, the poverty, no to poverty, that number 3, 5, and 17.
Thank you. Okay, perfect timing. So now we will have 2 minutes for the jury. Who would like to start? So basically, Ahmad, let's start with you.
Mariam, thank you for the presentation and great cause. I'm a fan. Do you mind sharing, while you share your screen, to show us the website a little bit? I didn't want to move away from the screen and look at the website, just to give me an idea what you've put together so far.
Yeah, now we started to put the chat box and the appointment calendar so people can book their appointment and reach out to our psychologist. And we're gonna do also free consultation for the health. So also we have volunteers, doctors, and also it's all by appointment. So it's gonna be organized so we don't duplicate any appointment or anything in any service.
Okay, and the appointment setting and the management of that, is there a software or a tool for that?
Actually, we have a volunteer. He studied that in IT, and he's gonna help us to build everything and to improve these services, all volunteering thing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question? Okay. Have you taken any measures in your outreach and reaching out to different beneficiaries? How will you target different type of beneficiaries, so different type of women in different areas, so that you can include the most?
Actually, we're gonna be, we have volunteers that we trained for active listening. First, they're gonna do a questionnaire with, before like providing any services. This type of questionnaire will continue, will having everything in it. So we're gonna be having a score of each woman to see who's the most urgent, what type of services they need and everything in it. Then we're gonna provide the exact or the demand service to each beneficiary.
Okay, time is up. Marwan, you're gonna be asking the next team. So the next
I have a question.
We don't have more time for this team. I'm sorry.
Mariam. Okay, thank you.
Okay, sorry about that. Just for keeping in time. So guys, now I will ask Save Nature, Save Life to please share your screen quickly. Maybe Marwan, just tell her in the format of a comment your question, meanwhile, because...
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Okay, and Sharbil, please, can you share your screen? Or Sarah, one of you guys. Yes, so judges, you can like write more comments or any questions in the chat, definitely for the teams who have already passed.
Hello.
Hi, Jana.
Hi.
Okay, can you please maximize your screen so you can see it in presentation mode?
Yeah. Just 1 second.
And I believe that Adira to be was a non-profit, so
ما بتزبط الصراحة.
present, yes, I'm present.
Yes.
Yeah, press on present, the white button at the top right of your screen.
There is more only. The 3 dots.
Not in the Zoom, guys. Your screen, your own screen.
Okay.
Okay, there's a present button, right? And the blue ribbon.
Yes. Yes. Yes, just 1 second. Yes. Okay.
Okay, yes, with watermarks, be fine.
Okay. Hello, I'm Jana Shaya from Green Life Green team. I'm gonna explain our project, Save Nature, Save Life. Starting by complication for ignoring nature. As we see, broad color is nice, but always green is the best. So on nature. So first. And pollution plays a main role also as a problem. According to just one pollution, according to Green report in 2020, where there was 2,700 deaths were reported in 2018, which is really high, the highest rate in the region, and this is catastrophic. And as we said, عنا هي النيتشر كلها complicated chain. So any mess in the chain راح يصير عنا catastrophic defects. والبروف هي بالبيك التحتانية إنه بالبيك التحتانية هي taken بالقصايبة بلبنان من وراء deforestation and hunting randomly. في البيردز اللي بياكلوا هيدي الورمز قتلوا. So هيدا الورمز grew uncontrollably affecting the crops. هيدا الزلمة الفارمر بينتج every year 16 tons of pine, but because of this worm, yes, because this one only he harvested 100 kilogram, which is really bad. So the solution is planting various types مشان نقوي relation between the people and the environment. ومنشوف في السرقة الجرافية اللي هي عن الويست. نشوف الأورجانيك فين نستعمله another source for minerals for better crop. والunique value proposition تبعنا هو planting Lebanon كلياته whole Lebanon. It is supervised by experienced people وهودي الميديكال فيلد يفيد منه. الميديكال فيلد and meditation level اللي هن من أساسهم plant origin. وفي الفيجيتيريان لأنه الدايت تبعنا هو أصله vegetables.
Thank you, Jana.
Yes.
Okay. طيب Marwan, would you like to start with your questions? So this is a project, right? It's not a startup. صح جنى؟
هو مبلغ ستارت اب لانه بدنا نبلش نحن اسا هو كايديا and presentation.
خلاص start up is good. Marwan, would you like to ask any questions for Jana?
Yes.
Actually, okay, what differentiates you? So you said the value proposition is that you are planting all over Lebanon, but I think this is the same for
Yes, في جمعيات كلياتهم وفي NGOs كلياتهم بيزرعوا بلبنان، بس هن كيف بيزرعوا ما بيكفوا للاخر، يعني بيسلموهم للبلديات. عندنا مثلا اجى للبلديه وكذا شجره صنوبر، بسطه شجر صنوبر، ما عرفوا كيف تصرفوا فيهم، يعني صارت لوست اوف ويست والكروبس، يعني لوست اوف والكروبس. بس نحن لا، نحن بدنا نشرف على زراعتهم، نهتم فيهم حتى نبيع المحصول. ساعتها بس نبيع المحصول حيرجع لنا مردود الارباح، فينا نكبر فيهم كمان ليوصل لكل لبنان يكون كفرد. نحن بدنا نبلش بارياز صغيره بالمحافظات والسبراد، يعني محافظه بدنا نبلش فيها.
Thank you جانا. أحمد؟
ما عندي أسئلة. Thank you جانا.
Thank you. Tanya, would you like to go next?
No, it's okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you so much, Jana. So
You
now
are welcome.
I'll give maybe around 30 seconds for Judy to fill in the scores for the first two teams.
Okay. Okay, so our identity is made by what we think we should be. And hey, are we aware to think in a good and helpful way? Personally, as a person who grew up not able to choose any career with no life skills and self-esteem, and not aware what my abilities are, I found myself in university not ready to face life. And I don't know who am I. And we believe any millennials can relate. So our main problems are having low self-esteem and self-awareness, and failure lack of career and life guidance. Okay, so we're here to help them figure out who they are throughout improving their self-awareness, helping them find meaning and purpose in life, and providing them with practical experience. And that can happen throughout our three main programs: membership program, volunteering program, and clubs in which we're going to have them in future. So what makes us special? Two words: raising self-awareness. And that can be reflected throughout our own formula in which we work on our main concept, which is for us by us. We're giving youth a chance to express themselves throughout our platforms. We learn by teaching others. For that, our members will be the trainers in the clubs and creating a balanced life. As we can realize here, we're one of the rare communities who focus on the concept, self-discovery, and an edutainment spirit and affordable prices. Besides, we're supporting youth financially by having them as paid trainers in the team once they cover the requirements. Currently, we're making money from our membership program and workshops, and we're planning to increase our revenue in the future by offering online recorded courses, private coaching sessions, and selling workbooks. Go to the market plan throughout schools, universities, online platforms, and partnerships. Key metrics that can be determined throughout our number of clubs we're going to launch, number of certified trainers we'll have, and positive return on investment. Traction. In the past 2 years, we were able to host 45 events from workshops and huge events, and number of volunteers 78, members 23, and number of partnerships 14. And we were able to have online presence on different platforms and to host and to publish and launch our websites recently. And that's a profit traction for the past 7 months for us. And our roadmap in 2020, we were able to launch our volunteering. In 2021, our membership, and starting from next year, we'll be able to launch our clubs and host career discovery event. And after then, we'll work on like trying to have a professional setup and studio for awaited millennials. Meet the team is Ala Al-Masri. I'm the founder and CEO. Saad Daraz is the co-founder as CMO. Fatima is the head of membership program. And to sum it up, having a transformational journey is a must because everyone deserves to live an extraordinary life. And thank you.
Yes, thank you for that. I will start with Ahmed. Do you have any questions for awaited millennials?
Ala, bravo, great job so far. You already have revenue, and that's a huge plus. Do you have a platform, or is it just programs? Like, do you have technology platform as part of your plan?
As working on technology.
Do you have an like an LMS? Do you have a learning management system that you use for your delivering any of the content, or is it all activities that has to be in person, or like is similar to the meeting that we're on right now?
Actually, we're focusing like on having online gatherings and not like tackling anything specific, but our platform is online like focus.
But for recorded the courses that you have on your roadmap, how are you going to deliver those?
We're going to like work on throughout for the website and develop it in order to be able to upload them there, and like we can find a payment getaway.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Tanya.
Anna, no questions for me so far. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. Marwan?
Nothing from my side. Really interesting subject, and the way it was presented. Maybe it's a short time to actually understand more, but good job.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. So I'll give you a few moments as well to note down your scores, and I will ask the third team to also get ready fourth, sorry. So Bonvida. Yes, so Linda, I can see your screen. Okay, now I can see the PowerPoint. Great, so are you ready? Okay, you can start. I don't hear you though. Linda, are you speaking? Linda? I can't hear you. I can see your screen, but I cannot hear you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, now you can start.
Okay. 2019 was a hard year for me to pass through. I suffered from acute pancreatitis, and it's a medical state when a patient undergoes a severe inflammation of the pancreas, where patient can eat unless healthy organic food, low fat and low sugar. And because of the pandemic that happened and the crisis that happened in Lebanon, healthy food were hard to find, and the consultation of doctor and nutritionists were too expensive nowadays. So after all of that, we find that the statistics show that 95% would love to change their lives, 100% would love to have an application that add healthiness to our lifestyle, 82% take a medical advice, 31 out of what we eat is healthy food, 15% have a medical condition that affects their life. So we decided to create Bonvida. And it's not Bonviva. What did you say? Bonvida. And it's an application dedicated to help patients and connect them with the market, as well offering a dietitian to contact with. In order to get our revenue, we will benefit from a percentage of the dietitian consultation and charge, product prices, commission, advertisement, and the delivery company. As for Bonvida, our competitors are online pages on Insta and Facebook, and housekeepers. We will ensure to have a big quality and variety of product. A home delivery with the safest and accessibility for all people and all subscribers. A user-friendly application, easy to use. Last but not least, the success of this application count of our subscriber, download, farmer and housekeeper, the way of selling, the consultation of dietitian. We are planning to go on a vast geographic area. We will take part with dietitian, housekeeper, and farmer in order to launching our application. In parallel, we will be working on the application with our team. Our team still need a programmer, a developer, business and financial consultation. Thank you.
All right, great. So you finished earlier. Thank you, Linda. And Bonvida, sorry about the typo. This is what I received from Rawad. So let's start with Ahmed again, the same order.
Thank you, Linda. Excellent presentation, clear business model and metrics. Is there an MVP of the product already built, of the application, or is it still an idea?
هلا هي ايديا بس عم بشتغل عليها وفي بروتوتايب صراحه مع تيم بس منه YLP بعد ما في شيء على الارض يعني.
And what's your plan to acquire dietitians and farmers to be on the application?
Yes, أول شيء رح نبلش بالdietitian رح نروح على الجامعات على الخريجين الجداد. اول شيء ما قادرين يفتحوا عيادات خاصه هلا بهذا الوقت، رح يكونوا كثير مرحبين بالفكره انه ياخذوا كونسلتاسيون باقل سعر، وبنفس الوقت بيكونوا عم يستفيدوا من هذا الموضوع. وبعدين بنصير نتوسع بس نعرف الاسم مزبوط، بنصير نتوسع للدايتيشن اللي لهم زمان يعني. وكرمال الفارمر والهاوس كيبر رح يكون في سيمينارز، ورح يكون في مجموعات رح تكون بقلب المناطق الضيعويه، ورح تجمع الناس اللي هي مهتمه بهذا الشيء. بنفس الوقت رح يكون في مساعده من تيم مخصص معنا.
Great, thank you.
Yes, أنا the presentation was a bit quick. Can you please repeat the link with the farmers and the housekeepers على السريع؟
رح يكون الفارمر والهاوس كيبر هلا ما عم يقدروا يسرقوا المنتوج اللي عندهم، خصوصا الاشياء اللي عم يعملوها اورجانيك، مثلا فور اكزامبل مثل التين اليابس، الكونفيتور، اي شيء خاصه بالشيء الضيعاوي. فهن بدل ما يتركوه من سنه لسنه، الفارمر والهاوس كيبر رح يقدروا يحطوا هيدي البرودكت على هيدي ويبيعوها.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Marwan, any questions from your side?
Just a quick one. So, what differentiates you from having?
Sorry, ما سمعت.
قطش. A page where you sell الموني مثلا.
هلا.
Hello.
ما سمعت أول شيء شو قال؟
يعني شو بيميزكم؟ شو اللي بيفرقكم عن البيجز اللي بيبيعوا موني؟
هلا البيجز اللي عم بيبيعوا المونه بيكونوا عم بيبيعوا وان سورت احيانا من المونه، وعم بيبيعوها على منطقه ضيقه، وما عم يقدروا مثلا يوصلوا هيدي الدليفري على كل المناطق بلبنان. هلا نحن عم نكون عم نوصل الدليفري على كل مناطق بلبنان بستاندرز معينه من الهايجين. يعني حتكون هيدا الشيء لكل برودكت، مش بس لبرودكت وحده. ورح ينعرف المصدر، ورح ينعرف لوين رايحه.
بليز حضروا حالكم كمان.
Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. So this is the 5th team.
Yes. Hello. 1 second. I'll share. Okay.
Give them a few moments بس إذا يخلصوا scoring تبعهم.
No problem. oops.
بختجي والله مش بختجي. أنا
أنا
ما بعرف فرنش كتير.
No problem. No problem.
طيب great. So ready judges?
Yes, ready.
يلا. We can start.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Dalia Atalla and I am so excited to present to you Echo Her Eco. First, let's talk about how it all started. My friend, who's also the co-founder of this startup, is from Bebet Tabbene, who is a very neglected and polluted area where 52% of women are uneducated and 66% of them are unemployed. A large number of them face severe domestic abuse. Fueled by a sense of urgency and a desire to end the vicious cycle of exploitation endured by women, as well as our ecosystem, we decided to take action and found Echo Her Eco. Our proposed solution is to provide quick and intense training for women victims of domestic abuse in both Bebet Tabbene and other places in Lebanon to create employment opportunities for them, as they will be the main workers manufacturing our unique non-woven fabric bags. In a country where each Lebanese resident on average consumes 596 single-use plastic bags per year, Echo Her Eco would not only be promoting eco-friendly behavior, but also empowering women by building their capacities. Our motto, as you can see, is help Lebanese mothers, help Mother Nature, as we are encouraging our customers to make both an environmental and humanitarian choice. As you can see from our prototypes, the design of our bags will be very stylish and unique, as we are using donated fabric from companies and NGOs. We have already established strong connections and partnership with NGOs on the ground, and we already have 50 women on board. We will be employing women and making profit by selling our product. We will have different lines of bags, and in the long run, we hope to establish training centers in which students can learn how to sew and design and customize their own bags. We will market our product through social media by going to schools and by partnering with public and private bodies. Our main competitors are the businesses that design and sell fabric bags and reuse fabric waste. Yet what is special about us is that our business is green from start to end. Our customers can enjoy shopping with a stylish, eco-friendly, durable, multi-use bag made out of donated fabric, all while serving a crucial social cause, the empowerment of vulnerable Lebanese women. With a background in environmental studies as well as human rights and having had extensive experience in project management, our team is well equipped to undertake this project. We will measure our progress through the number of bags sold, the number of women trained, the weight of fabric waste used, as well as our generated profit. Finally, in 5 years' time, we would have become a multifaceted business with a global outreach that will have developed an eco-friendly country, witnessing a major reduction in the quantity of plastic bags used. Our business would have expanded to accommodate a large number of women joining in our initiative. Thank you so much for your attention, and this is our project. Okay.
Okay, let's start with Ahmed again for the questions.
Dalia, I love your energy. I'm very familiar with these type of initiatives, and this is a great one. And I love that it goes a full circle, including training in the future. How far along are you with this idea?
So we already established, we already are working with women in Ba'alin, not yet in Bab al-Tabbani, because we have different stations basically. And so we've already created, as you can see from the prototypes, we're right now kind of trying to figure out the type of bags that we can create with the kind of fabric that we have. Because as I said, it's donated fabric. So we took from, for example, do you know Werde that sells fabric that is used for, how do we say? Yes, exactly. And so we're trying to figure out how to make them bigger so people can use them for shopping. We're trying to figure out what we can create and what kind of prototypes we can create. We're at this stage currently, but we're hoping to develop our social media accounts very soon, actually, and to launch it, basically.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay.
Tanya, any questions?
What are your distribution channels? Where are you planning to sell your products?
Hala is also here, so if she wants to answer as well, please go ahead, Hala. Okay, if you want to answer.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so we did a survey in Tripoli, and we is to know the opinions of the people we are going to sell and to know more about our target client. So we're basically targeting the families who have a high income and they have a more awareness about the importance of this environmental challenge we are facing, especially in Tripoli, because there are no recycling for the waste here. So we did a survey. We went on the ground and we asked the people in the neighborhood where we are going to sell the bag. So we're basically going to sell the bag online through the social media, and we're going to have a stand in the supermarket, so people, when they do shop, they directly buy the bag and use it. And we're going to through people can design their own bag, like they can customize their own bag, and we can print it and sell it. This is our channels.
Hala. Okay, time is up for the Q&A. Thank you so much. Matensi, please can you start sharing? Thank you, Dalia and Hala. Okay. Judges, you have a few also moments to note down your scores. I'm not sure if Matensi are here. I don't think they are. Anyone from Matensi, guys? Okay, no worries. So we'll move to Food Motel. Ali?
Yes, I will be sharing Ali's PowerPoint due to technical issues.
No problem.
I can share it, fine.
Excuse me, can I share can I have the last one to pitch, please? I'm just trying to fix something.
Who's speaking?
Or coded.
Coded, yes, you're the last anyway. Okay. Okay, so Food Motel, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, maybe you want to start with the first slide.
This is the first slide.
Okay, you can
Okay, my
start.
name is Ali Sharif. I'm with my partner Basim Amnaini. I'm in business management and she's a nurse. We're here to talk about you are a college student or single employee living by yourself. You are hungry looking for something to eat. Yet every option is either too expensive or unhealthy. You just wish for just to eat something just like your mother's cook. So we present to you Food Mortar. Food Mortar will provide a homemade food done by women, and most importantly, will be healthy. And also it has a lower cost than any other restaurant, or let's say normal restaurant. And like I said in the beginning, our customer service will be the single employee and the university student from university 18 to 24, or at least we just graduate and just living alone, start working maybe in apartment something. Our business model will start with the premium model with a monthly subscription from user and delivery fees and ads. Those are the simplest. And the market study will be from social media and the partnership with companies. For social media, just like Facebook, TikTok, maybe Instagram, we set it in ads. Partnership, just like Zomato at the beginning, we can start with them. And that will take us to our competitor, which is Bet Halab, Atiyab, and Sukrar. And as you can see, we have them homemade, and most of them don't. We have the empowerment in the women area. Most of them don't, maybe affordable price. We have that. Sukrar don't. Bet Halab, yes, he did, but not. Application, none of them have this except us, this is what takes us an advantage. This is our management team, me and Basim. The timeline, we're gonna start research and developing the app later this year. And early next year, we're gonna start the application, maybe launching it by summer, improving it and see if how much the income of our statement will be by spring. Maybe like late to early, and maybe we can expand it.
And it's off. Okay, Marwan, do you have any questions for Ali's team, Food Motel? Marwan? Okay, maybe we can start with Ahmed.
Thank you for the presentation, Ali. You mentioned that the food is going to be healthy. What is the definition of healthy? Will there be any standards given to the moms who are cooking? كلنا بنعرف أمياتنا, they love to add more unhealthy stuff when they want to make food taste good. So what is it just because it's homemade, or will there be any standards?
No, we will sign someone from the health insurance to get checked every once in a while, like they get dropped in the house and just check the women's, because for sure you cannot be safe just by word. You gotta make sure it's healthy. And this why we got somebody. We put it in the financial. We even put the budget on it around like 500 to 1,000 maximum. This way we can prove it. You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Ali. I'm good.
Thank you.
Tanya?
You mentioned you will have an app, right?
Yes.
So basically, and then you mentioned you will partner with Zomato. So you will have both delivery on the app and on Zomato at the same time?
No, we're gonna start using Zomato at the beginning because at the beginning we cannot have the budget enough, but by next year we're gonna have enough budget so we can use our own delivery.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. So guys, just for the judges, I just have a clarification. So I don't know if everything is fine, but we have two sheets, one for the first two projects and another one for the rest. Okay, so is that fine with you?
Yes, it's clear.
Great, excellent.
Yep.
That's really good. And now I will be asking our next team, which is Healevate.
Yes.
To also share their screen, please.
Okay.
Okay, just give me 1 second. All right, you can start.
Hello and welcome to Healevate. Did you know that last year alone, $1 trillion were lost from the global market as a cost of depression and anxiety from lost productivity? And in the MENA region, more than 1 person per 6.8 people will suffer with mental health problems in the workplace. In Lebanon, we have a deficit of mental health facilities, as we have 1.6 psychiatrists per 100,000 people. This is why my team and I came together to create Healevate, Elevate It Together. Healevate is a platform that bridges the gap between workplace and mental health through sending HR departments feedback on the well-being of their employees, as well as suggestions on how to improve morale and productivity at their company. There are multiple features that help the employee as well, like personalized schedules and exercises. The most prominent feature we have is Healevate, the AI chatbot that's built on cognitive behavioral therapy. This is the demo that my team and I have created on Healevate. It was able to analyze the sentiment of the text and create a diagnosis from them. This is what the full app will look like. We have the personalized suggestions, Healevate, the personalized schedule with integrated breaks, as well as a hub where coworkers can share constructive feedback with each other. By using Healevate, employers will destigmatize mental health in their workplace, create a constructive environment, boost productivity of employees, reduce staff turnover, and save costs on medical insurance. By using Healevate regularly, employees can track the progress of their mental health, get 360 feedback on their work with mindfulness, and have access to an AI therapist. Healevate meets the 3 sustainability development goals that are set forth by the UN, which are 3, 8, and 10. For our business model, we were going to start with business to business and then expand to business to customer. Our target audience so far are corporations and offices. We do have competitors like Lyra, BetterUp, and Calm. They are also applications. However, they focus on booking live sessions between the employees and therapists or mental fitness coaches. For our marketing strategy, we aim to have a strong social media presence that showcases our affordable price and high quality. We aim to have connections with organizations such as clinics and local governments so that they could recommend us. For our financial projections, we have a starting cost of $12,000 to launch and a continuous cost for $6,000 for monthly operations. For our revenue, we aim to get it from subscriptions, publishing reports from the consent of our users, and hosting therapists. For our future plans, for now up to 6 months, we want to develop the Healevate app and train the AI model. For 6 months after that, we want to test the app. Up to 18 months, we want to launch, and then we want to expand to different markets and add features. This is the team behind Healevate, which has a wide variety of skills between AI development and industrial psychology. You can contact us throughout any of these means, and thank you.
So let's start with Marwan. Do you have any questions for Healevate? Can you hear me, Marwan? Okay, I think Marwan was, no, he's here. Anyway, it's okay. We'll give Ahmed the floor.
Jenna, good job with the presentation, and I love the mission and the model. As far as the AI itself, what is your initial plan to what data you're going to use to start training it? I see that you put 6 months of training, which is a good period of time, but how are you going to do that?
Okay, so far we've collected data from specific sources that we need, such as like the Ministry of Psychiatry in Dubai. We've talked to them and we got a big data set. We also got one from a university in Kuwait that made a survey for exactly mental health in the workplace. We're also going to partner with Riyada Enterprise, which is going to create the full thing, which we're going to integrate, like the chatbot. And they also have data sets that we can recommend for them to use.
And would there be a stage 2 beyond the AI for human interaction, or is it all going to be just AI?
Yes, we're going to add a feature that's going to allow the users to book a therapy session or a life coach session. However, we're not focusing on that right now because especially in the MENA region, we don't have an abundance of therapists or life coaches so far, as much as the West.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Tanya.
Thank you for the presentation. No questions from my side.
Okay, Marwan, maybe you want to type in the chat if we're unable to hear you. Meanwhile, I will ask also the next team to start preparing themselves. So this will be health and FSC2.
Okay, yes.
All right, so Marwan says no question, very good pitch. Thank you, team Healevate. Okay, I'll give a few moments for the judges to note down their scores.
Sorry, Marwan.
Okay, so yeah, kindly make sure you're filling in your own sheet. Thank you so much. Whenever you're ready, judges, just let me know.
We're ready. I'm ready.
Okay, Brahim, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, you can start.
Okay. I am Brahim Ashram, founder and manager of health and food safety control company, The Inspectors. This project is a leading consultancy startup and food safety and quality control company to reach always safe food. This project is based on a research implemented in 2020 from more than 50% involved in workers and field of food. This research shows the problem on this field. The problem are high rate of food poisoning, high cost of food, a lack of experience. Also, so the solution is health and food safety control company that give food safety control services, affordable prices, and sustainable service and the training workers. The benefits of the Inspectors project is based on the 17 SDGs and responsible of consumption and product, good health and well-being, high quality control, and also save money. The inspector customer description, their profiles is municipality, restaurant, school, and university, and also students. Their likes is to improve quality, discover weakness, and students' goal seeker. This project is creating in 2020. In 2021, we are coaching two municipalities to create food safety teams, and we are registered in the Ministry of Economy. In 2022, increasing the number of customers to reach more than 50 customers in the same time, and 2023 expansion in all Lebanon. Why can we do our business in the best way? All members are officially graduated in food safety, reducing the cost for restaurant, reachable cost, and the project registered in the state. The control visit price is showed in this slide, and we have a kind of social solidarity. The inspectors project will make a giveaway twice per year to give 2 weeks of food safety control for startups and middle business for free. Our basic channels from social media, word of mouth, and our website. Our team is Ibrahim Ajram, manager, as public relation, Rabia Rizza, field of training, Mohammed Ghais, the financials.
Right, thank you, Ibrahim. And I want to salute you for doing it in English this time. So Ibrahim pitched earlier in Arabic to me, and I advised him to try his best with English. So well done. And now we will move to the questions from the jury. Ahmed.
Would there be any technology involved in the process to keep the cost down, to schedule and track and so on?
Yes. نحن بالمبدأ أنا حجاوب بالعربي هذه الأسئلة. نحن بالمبدأ هون القصص أكيد نحن في عنا أنا مسؤول عن القصص اللي لهم علاقة بالسكيدجولينج تايم فور للزباين يعني اللي عنا اياهم. هلا نحن ما عندنا شيء له علاقه بالتكنولوجي كشيء بنستعمله، لانه نحن كل شغلنا على الارض من خلال اللي بنشوفه يعني، ومن خلال المعدات اللي بنكون عم نستعملها.
Okay, thank you.
Question لك بعدين. So this is for everyone كمان. All these يعني questions, they can also serve as good suggestions, okay, that you can take into consideration. Tanya.
كان بدي أسأل, did you test on the ground if restaurants or your different targets accept these kinds of visits, and if they are willing to get this type of service?
يس، أول شيء كان بلش شغل بال 2020 مثل ما قلت، هو كان نتيجة بحث. من بعدها نحن أول شيء عملنا تارجت كان البلديات ووزارة الصحة، لحتى نكون نحن عم نفوت بالماركت من خلال إنه تحت غطاء ناس معينين. هلا من بعد ما فتنا على المطاعم، خاصة من وراء أزمة كورونا اللي خلت إنه يمكن ينتجوا كثير بس ما يقدروا يبيعوا بالكمية اللازمة، صار عندهم خسائر كثير عالية، فصاروا هن بهيدا الفترة هن اللي عم يطلبونا وجود هيدا الحاجة إنه ما بدهم يروحوا ولا أي ماتيريال بدون ما يكون فيها ربح.
Okay, thank you.
Marwan? Maybe by chat? So مروان سؤاله شوي بيشبه أحمد، إنه بغياب البلاتفورم إنه شيء تكنولوجي عم تستعملوها، كيف راح تقدروا تتوسعوا أو تسكيل؟ ما ضروري تجاوب هلا إذا ما بدك، نحن خلص الوقت، بس definitely خلي هالشي كمان يعني نقطة لتفكروا فيها، ومش مأخر إذا يعني ضليتكم تفكروا وقتها أنتم عم تعملوا operations تلاقوا طرق كيف بدكم تتوسعوا أو كيف بدكم تفوتوا التكنولوجيا أكتر بشغلكم. alright, thank you كتير إبراهيم.
شكرا.
يا هلا. هلا we have no difference. So Fatima, are you ready to share your screen?
Yes. Give me 1 second. May I start?
Yeah, let's start.
No difference. Kindly, can you answer me these questions? You may feel shocked or froze for a moment. What you felt for a short period of time, this is what deaf people feel every day of their lives. It's not that you didn't know how to answer, it's that you didn't understand the question. The first question is, what is your name in Chinese? And the second question is, where can I find the hospital in Russian? And in addition, as usual languages, there are multiple sign languages used around the world. So we can conclude that there's a problem of lack of knowledge of sign language and the miscommunication between deaf and listening people. Our solution, no difference, because there is no difference between deaf and listening people. We offer you a mobile application a mobile application that provides live transcription, translating from sign language into English text, speech, and vice versa, tutorials to teach sign languages, and ability to create your own new sign language. At first, we can't upload all the sign languages, so we left you with an option to insert your own sign language, and it will only be accessible by your account. You can go to school normally, teach a class, travel alone, or more simply communicate with anyone easily. Our prototype has a 98% accuracy on ASL, speech to sign language to text, and creation. Build your own new sign language. Our target audience will start in the Middle East area at first, and that we will develop to Asia, Europe, America, and so on. As you can see, we are planning to launch our application this year with at least one sign language, add more languages, and seeking for new partnership by the year 2022. After that, to expand to new regions. By 2024, having 1,000 plus sign language and going globally by the year 2025. We are counting on our monthly subscription, enterprise, and data product to have a net income of $47,000 plus in the first year, and by more than 2,000 consumers. And in addition to building your own new sign language, live transcription, and teach sign language, we provide you a product that is very affordable and very easy to reach, which gives us a competitive advantage in the market. This idea won first place award at AUB, and actually a large part of the Lebanese associations and doctors that we reached out were interested in buying and consuming our product. Our team for the 4 university students combining their skills and experience into this project. Thank you for your attention. If you're interested, you can contact me by this email, and I'm willing to hear the questions.
Thank you, Fatima. Great timing. Let's start with Ahmed as well.
Fatima, great product and great presentation. Is there a plan for your model to be also B2B, or is it only B2C? You're on mute, by the way.
Okay, thank you for telling me. Actually, it's gonna be both, because as I show you in the revenues, we have an user subscription and okay, it's gonna be right here. User subscription. Okay, sorry. The subscription and the enterprise. So we're gonna target both of them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Thank you.
And is there is the product the prototype is now live?
The prototype is not 100% live, like with that in a prototype way. We did a part of the coding, and we actually got a high accuracy before. It's not live yet, no.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so the product is for sign language, but will it also be the text, etc., in English or in Arabic?
At first, it will be in English language, which because it's a universal language, and after that, it will be provided in Arabic, and because we are in the Middle East area for sure, and as the new markets that we're gonna follow up. If we went to Asia, it's gonna be for sure with the language that they use, to America in the same style, and so on.
Can I ask another question, Mana? Okay. In the positioning, you mentioned that they can create their own sign language. Did you do any test to see if this is a real need in the market?
Yes, yes, actually, because in Lebanon, in our small area, I contacted many associations, and actually they don't know the name of the sign language that they use. Most of them told me that the manager has a book, and they all use it. صراحة هذه many associations. So we don't know what sign language do they use. We open them a door to insert using AI. They will insert their own sign language by telling them kindly show the letter A and so on, and then then they will have the premium part, and all the association will use this this model. I'm sorry.
Thank you. That's great. Thank you.
Thank you, Fatima. Okay, so now we'll move to the last scene, Coded. Coded, are you ready to fill? Ali, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Yalla, go.
Okay. Just if you give me 1 second. Okay. Hi, dear colleagues, hi, dear judges and colleagues. Coded. As we know, our economy is changing daily, and with it, the talent, skills, and experience needed to be a part of the growth cycle are too. The job market is a competitive one, and often that is a tough learning curve for recent graduates. That is a big reason behind the growth of applied and learning internship becoming a key part of our project. We have seen the huge increase in unemployment in Lebanon, which started since the economic crisis and increased rapidly during the COVID-19. That's why we found Coded, a company that combines innovation and technology to offer internship opportunities to university students. This is Sarah, a Lebanese university senior student in computer science, but she doesn't have any experience about working in the market. And she lacks the skills needed to get a job and later to support her family. Like Sarah, there are more than 180,000 university students in Lebanon who don't have skills to get employed after they graduate. Internships are a great way to apply the knowledge from the classroom to the real-world experience. Most organizations and jobs that you apply to the following graduation want employees to have some sort of professional experience, even for entry-level jobs. According to a 2019 National Association of Colleagues and Employees survey, showed that more than 56% of graduating seniors reported taking part in at least one internship. The solution: we in Coded will work with university students in Lebanon. We also mentor them and give them training on how to improve their CV and cover letter. We will be partnering with local businesses who are interested in the skills for these students to support their business, at the same time provide the needed experience to these students to find a job. Students can also work remotely and spend the gained salary inside Lebanon to boost the Lebanese economy. We target students, university students, and those who are graduating during these difficult times in Lebanon, and thus at risk of unemployment. We focus on youth at the age between 19 and 22. This is our website that we are going to use, showing you our demo. We will have a place for reservation for CV consultancy and application form for students to apply, to provide them the opportunities inside Lebanon. We are encouraging them to stay here rather than migrating and help us in rebuilding Lebanon. Providing for them opportunities inside Lebanon, we are also encouraging them to stay here rather than immigrating and help us in rebuilding Lebanon. We contacted 7 companies using surveys to make sure they are interested. Our next step is to optimize and promote our website to targeted customers. Survey analysis. This is the data collected from our surveys, who included 7 companies. 82% agreed to work with us, and 13% might work with us. About the funding, how do companies benefit from interns? Interns provide. Yes?
Yes, time is up.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Marwan, can you hear us now?
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Okay, any question for coded?
Yeah, so you contacted 7 companies and they showed interest. So did you actually manage to help someone find a job or help at least create a CV or something like this?
Yes, actually, I started with my friend at Lebanese University. It was a 3rd-year university, and we had the chance to support him. And right now, he's working with Antwerp.
Which is one of the companies that you have?
No, Antwerp is an organization that is working right now in Expo.
Okay.
Is there any question?
Ahmad?
Ali, this is a big problem to solve, and if you're able to solve it, that will help me and many companies like us to be very happy with you. So good luck. I hope you can make it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
One last question. Can you elaborate more on the revenue model?
Yes. So the interns provide, we all know that interns provide low-cost options, which can reduce the employee workload. And they have a great talent, which can be found. We'll take the money from our partners' business for providing them with the needed skills, and we'll also promote them to brand or market their websites and their franchises. It's a win-win situation for the companies and for the students.
Okay.
Trying to reach Matansi. Apparently they had an exam which is supposed to be done by 6, but for some reason they're still not here. So unfortunately, I don't think they will be joining us on time. So thank you guys. Thank you for all the participants and well done. Again, please make sure to take all the feedback in a positive way, in a constructive way. Some questions which like you said, no, I'm not taking this into consideration. Make sure to take it into consideration, because this is why the judges have asked this in the first place, because probably it will make sense to your business to consider having that element, especially when we talk about technology. So I would like to ask all the participants to kindly leave the breakout room and all the judges to stay in the breakout room so that we look at the scores and we decide upon the winners from this room. Okay, so so as you all know, we will have 10 winners from today's pitch session, and these 10 winners will, with no specific order, okay, so we're not doing any ranking today. They will all go to the national pitch and will pitch against all the other YLP teams who were also qualified to pitch at that level from the other training partners. All right, so I will start with breakout room 1, and I will ask Ahmad first, Ahmad Al-Amin, to share the teams, not the 5 teams, so we have distributed the teams for on the different judges. Each judge will announce 1 or 2 teams who will be joining the national pitches. Okay, Ahmad.
Thank you, Mona. Thank you, everybody, for your time today. And it was an honor for me to be present while visiting Lebanon, to sit on these sessions and to enjoy seeing all the creativity. So thank you for having me. 2 of the winners on the list, and like Mona mentioned, this is not the top 2, this is part of the top group of winners, are Bonvida. Great job, Bonvida. You're going to qualify to the next round. And the other one I have to announce is Healevate. Also, congratulations and good luck in the next round.
So well done, Bonvida and Healevate. You are part of the national pitch now. Very well done. Tanya, I will also ask you to announce some winners from your side.
Yes, thank you everyone for the great presentation. I'm happy to be here. So the two that I want to announce are Adira to be and no Deafference. So congratulations to both teams.
Well done, Adira to be and no Deafference. Very proud of all of you guys, even those who will not qualify for the national pitches. Make sure that you have done a great job. All right, and now Marwan, who is also our last judge from breakout room 1. Can you share the last team?
Yeah, so the last but not least winner is Echo Her Echo. Amazing energy scene, and good luck, guys, in the national pitch.
Echo Her Echo, well done.
Thank you. Thank you,
Dalia and Hala, and all the winners so far. And now we will move to the breakout room number 2 with Haifa first.
Thank you, Mona, and I have to say well done, everyone. But 3 of our winners today are Mango, Solar Ray, and Plant Heritage Savor. Congratulations and well done. Good luck.
Well done, guys.
Thank you so much.
All right, and now we'll have Waddah.
The other 2 are PulP, مبروك PulP, و CapMatch. ألف مبروك.
Mabruk. So PulP and CapMatch, right?
CapMatch.
Great. So I will also be asking Rawad, please, to send the names on the WhatsApp group so everybody knows if they have won or not. Again, guys, you are all winners. It's just about moving to the next stage where you will be pitching on the national level. I would also like to thank Fadi from also breakout room 2 for the insights, the questions, and also the selection of the teams. Very happy to have you with us today. And I don't know, maybe Fadi, you have last word as well, because you didn't announce any teams. Or maybe Fadi has already left. It's okay.
Hani is raising his hand.
Hani, yes, sure.
So أول شيء thank you كتير لكل ريادة تيم منى وياسمين ورواد ووسيم وكل الترينرز اللي كانوا موجودين. عن جد بتعقدوا، وكل التيمز اللي كانوا عم بيعملوا بيتشنج اليوم بتعقدوا. جربت اني اكون عم بسمعكم ان باراليل مع الاثنين، يعني فتحت من 2 ديفايسز لاقدر ركز على 2 بيتشز ان باراليل لنقدر نشوف البروجكتس تبعكم، وعن جد وي ار ريلي براود اوف يو. بس بدي اخبركم شيء انه انا لايك اكزاكتلي 2 years ago كنت محلكم، كنت عم بعمل بيتشنج وكمان رياضه، و I wasn't selected لاخر شيء for the final pitch. بس هذا الشيء ما بيعني انكم انتم صرتوا او وقف المشوار مع YLP هون او وقف السبورت اللي انتم حتحصلوا عليه هون، لانه I'm a real example. انا وصلت لهيدا، يعني كنت exactly محلكم 2 years ago وستيل قدرت احصل على السبورت، وحصل قدرت اقدم على الواي ال بي incubation واحصل على كل الاوبورتونيتيز اللي البارتنرز واليو ان دي بي are providing you. Thank you again, Mona, and all the team for all your efforts. So congratulations للteams that got shortlisted.
Thank you, Hani and UNDP Lebanon كمان for again يعني believing in us as training partners, and most importantly in the youth. I know that it's not easy as INGO to keep يعني supporting the youth the way you do with everything else happening in Lebanon. Sometimes there are other priorities, but UNDP and the youth focal point, Nada and Nadine as well, they are very keen on making this go on with every last drop of blood in their bodies and hearts. So we are very grateful for that. I'm sure all the participants are super grateful for that. مثل ما قالكم هاني guys، لو انتم ما تأهلتوا هلا doesn't mean يعني السبورت تبع ال Youth Leadership Program أو ال UNDP أو حتى ريادة will stop. بالعكس you're now all alumni of UNDP and the YLP and Riyada as well, and we would love to support you in any way we can. Mentorship أكيد. Your YLP incubation might be open for you to apply. أكيد stay tuned for the details and other opportunities as well. بدي اغتنم الفرصة last word عن جد اتشكر كثير ورواد for organizing the efforts of Riyada for this year. Yasmin كمان who was a co-supporter all the time. Thank you guys. Wasim كمان who was sometimes mentoring. Nada Halewe trainer وmentor. Sara Abu Ibrahim كمان mentor. And yes, I hope I haven't forgotten anyone. Please judges عن جد we're very grateful for your time and feedback. هيفا وضاح أحمد فادي وتانيا and Marwan, thank you so much. And I hope we can يعني work together more and more in the near future. Thank you to all the participants and I wish you a great evening. Please كل ال 10 teams we need to schedule another mentorship meeting before the national pitch just to make sure you are well prepared. Thank you so much everyone. Bye.
Thank
bye
you.
now.
Good luck.
Thank you, Una. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks for you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.